How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be making 92 overall live series Mookie Betts debut. He's going to be playing out there in right field. This opponent is also going for World Series. He's got an amazing team. He does have Ichiro, Tony Gwynn, Willie Mays, Rogers Hornsby, Jose Bautista, Robinson Cano, Brooks Robinson, and Pudge Rodriguez. And I have Blake Snell on the mound with my squad going up against him. And looking to start off this game with a base hit from Ichiro. However, that's going to hang up just enough for Willie Mays to catch it. The wind was blowing in 11 miles an hour in this game. So I'm not thinking too many home runs are going to be hit. I'm definitely going to have to string together a few base hits in a row in order to score some runs. And same thing for the opponent. I don't expect to give up many home runs with that wind. However, we are playing at a minor league stadium, so that will help the lag latency. But this opponent was a gold level 6. And Tony Gwynn, so he has Tony Gwynn and Brooks Robinson out there, two very good hitters and two very good fielders out there on defense. So, and you have to keep in mind with this other Signature Series players, he does have a much better team than I do. I have to take my walks there with Frank Thomas. I got to be patient. And there's first pitch swinging with Mookie Betts up in the zone. That was the pitch I was looking for, so that's why I swung at it. But Mookie Betts' debut at bat, he does pop up to the first baseman with the guy in scoring position. So not what I was looking for there, but at the same time, I just barely missed that ball. We are playing on Hall of Fame because this opponent would be playing for World Series. I think he was at like 887 before this one, and that's going to be sent out into left field just off the wall. I went ahead and tried to rob it. I didn't think there was any chance of me fielding that ball. But it is going to be a triple. There are 2 outs in the inning, so I just have to get this this next out here facing Rogers Hornsby, and I will be able to minimize here and not let him get an early lead. He check swings there, hits it to Ben Zobrist. I was worried that Ben Zobrist was going to miss that ball. However, he does make the play. In the top of the second inning, leading off with Andrew Jones. First pitch swinging. This opponent was attacking me with a lot of fastballs early in the count. A lot of pitches over the middle of the plate, so that's what I was looking for. That's why I was being aggressive. If it wasn't there, I wasn't going to swing. Obviously, there I take the first pitch, or the first couple pitches there with Chipper Jones, and then contact swung with Chipper Jones into center field. That's going to be a base hit. He does have 125 contact versus lefties, and only like 40-something power, 50-something power. But this next swing, I did want to go into slow motion because Ben Zobrist, I squared this one up perfectly with the PCI. But where I was swinging with the bat was definitely on top of the baseball, and I wanted to show you guys that clip because I did think I hit a ground ball there, but at the same time, I don't really know how you hit a ground ball on a fastball up in the zone. I did square it up, but my bat was still on top of it. Just wanted to show you guys that specific clip right there. But it was a double play, and I was unable to score a run in that situation. And now later on in the game, I'm throwing a fastball inside to Mookie Betts. He's flaring one into left field. So this opponent also had Mookie Betts, but I think he had him playing at second base because Tony Gwynn was in right field. He also had Ichiro and Willie Mays out there, so he definitely had a stacked defensive lineup. This opponent definitely has an all-around solid team. Brooks Robinson flares one into center field, a fastball inside. I was trying to challenge him there, but at the same time, that opponent was sitting on the pitch inside. He was looking for the fastball in, so I'm going to have to mix it up. I noticed that he was starting to hit the ball a little bit better on the inside part of the plate, starting to pull the baseball. He pulled that one out there in left field with Willie Mays, but that was on an off-speed pitch. So I have to keep all that stuff in mind and try and figure out how to approach him while I'm pitching. But definitely have a chance there. I had a chance there with Pablo Sanchez. I flew out. Now we have Frank Thomas up, and I power swung on that one. Ripped it into right field. That's going to be extra bases. And Tony Gwynn is going to be able to find that one out there in right field pretty easily. Gets it into Mookie Betts, and I did try and challenge him there. I was definitely aggressive. I got thrown out with Ichiro coming around from first base. I probably should have just stayed at second and third there with 2 outs and Mookie Betts coming up to the plate. He probably would have walked him, but I don't really know because I got thrown out at the plate. Anyway, into the bottom of the third inning, I'm actually pitching pretty well with this Blake Snell. I'm getting a lot of consistent good feedback. That was a good pitch inside, and he does flare into center field for a base hit. Definitely a good piece of hitting right there. Not much I can do. I made a good pitch, and the opponent also hit it. Later in the inning, Tony Gwynn is up, and he's sending one up the middle for a base knock. That was also a good pitch. I did miss my spot there with the hoop on the second part of the feedback, but the opponent is ripping a base hit. Now we have Willie Mays up, and I went with the fastball up and away. And I got Willie Mays to pop up to first base in foul territory there to Frank Thomas. He is going to make the play. Definitely a big out. And now we have Mookie Betts up, and he's going to flare one into right field. Definitely under that one. A little bloop hit off the end of the bat. It's not going to fall. Tony Gwynn's going to catch anything out there. I don't really think anything's going to fall in right field. But that does bring up Andrew Jones, who does have a base hit already in this game. Sent a line drive up the middle. I took strike one there. That was definitely a good pitch on the inside half of the plate. The opponent was sitting middle away for the most part, so that's where I was sitting right there. I squared that one up. I thought I hit it well with Andrew Jones, but the wind factor and everything, just not going to be enough power to send that one out. Only 89 power versus lefties. There with the contact swing, once again, Chipper Jones is sending one up the middle for a base hit. Definitely a great card for me. He is 2 for 2 in this game so far. And that brings up Ben Zobrist, who also is going to send one into right field. That's going to be another base hit, bringing up the pitcher's spot. So if I can get something going with my pitcher, I'll bring up Ichiro Suzuki with the chance to score a couple runs. But at the same time, I don't really want to pinch hit for Blake Snell right here. My bullpen was kind of tired from previous games. I had gone to my bullpen fairly early in a lot of games recently, but unable to capitalize with Blake Snell up at the plate right there. Bottom of the 4th inning, about 48 pitches in. That pitch caught too much of the plate. I thought he was going to be able to hit that one pretty hard. He does pop it up into left field, though. A fastball away, hits it to Andrew Jones. I definitely have solid outfielders out there and all diamond outfielders. And that one's going to be sent out into left field. Jose Bautista hits it to Andrew Jones once again. So Andrew Jones getting a little bit of action out there in left field. Brings up Mookie Betts, and Mookie Betts absolutely kills lefties. He was playing up on inside edge versus righties during this game, though, so he only has about 77 power versus lefties. But he does tap one to the catcher there. Pablo Sanchez makes the play, and now he's up to bat. I sent that one into right center field, a little bit late on it, but I felt like the barrel of the bat was on that one a little bit better than some of the other ones that I've hit, but nonetheless, hit it right into the wind, blowing in 7 miles an hour from center field. I don't know how the opponent got a base hit on this hit. That was a good pitch up in the zone. Brooks Robinson's flaring it into right field for a bloop base hit just out of Frank Thomas's reach on that jump. And now with the Pudge up to bat, I thought that ball was going to be sent out into the gap. Mookie Betts is tracking it down. The opponent thought that as well, and I'm able to double him up there. That's a huge double play. It brings up the pitcher's spot, and with 2 outs in the inning, if that ball gets down and for even an extra base hit or even just a single, then the opponent's able to bunt with his pitcher. It just changes the entire game. Here I thought I hit a home run with Frank Thomas. I barreled that one up with a power swing. I thought as good as you could hit it, but it does just go right to center field. Mookie Betts now up at the plate, getting his first base hit in his debut. So he is 1 for 3 so far. With a couple pop-ups and that base hit up the middle, definitely a good card all around. I'm looking to keep that card, but at the same time, I am going to have to sell him to debut some other cards, but I'm looking to pick him back up, if that makes sense. So anyway, I am lining out to center field there with Andrew Jones. It brings up Chipper Jones, and that's going to be sent into right field for a base knock. Mookie Betts moves up to second there. And Chipper Jones 3 for 3 now. Brings up Ben Zobrist, and I squared that one up just about as good as you can square it up. I was looking for a pitch up in the zone. Felt like that was the ball I hit the best so far this entire game, and it just results in an out. It is what it is, but in the 0-0 game, I really need something to get going at this point in the game. It's the 6th inning. I know this opponent's going to start to string together a few line drive base hits, and he does have a much better team than I do. So I'm looking to try and cancel out his steal right here. I throw his runner out. He is trying to be aggressive with Ichiro. I figured that he might be going. I brought in this Felipe Vasquez relief pitcher, the Pirates team affinity card. Definitely a beast. Has a really good breaking balls and a good changeup to go along with a 99 fastball. And at the tougher difficulties, the Hall of Fame and legend, he is a lot more effective, I would think, than any other difficulties with the pitch speeds. But there I got the strikeout facing Tony Gwynn. So change this inning around a little bit. I was able to get out of it rather quickly after throwing Ichiro out, trying to steal second base. Just changed the entire inning. I mean, he had a leadoff guy on base with a base knock. Now my pitcher spot was up. I went to Willie Mays off of the bench here, pinch hitting for my pitcher because I had brought in Felipe Vasquez. I had Blake Snell pitching, so that was a lefty. Then I brought in Felipe Vasquez, another lefty. I wanted to go to a righty to this guy, and first pitch, I'm swinging at that one. That one was right over the middle. Willie Mays sends a no-doubter on a pinch hit home run. That was a no-doubt home run from the 87 overall Willie Mays. Absolute beast of a card. I got that card from Completing the Moments. Definitely worth it, as he does provide a defensive replacement for me. A good bat to face a left-handed pitcher late in the game right there with some good speed. He definitely has good vision. He's usable on legend. but not against the righty though. He's not really usable versus a righty. Ichiro is going to swipe second base. Now we have Jose Reyes up. I'm looking to expand this lead a little bit more, but that one does not have enough to get out into the outfield. It is hit to the second baseman. Mookie Betts does make the play, and now I was able to advance on a wild pitch or a pass ball. Ichiro does move up to third there. I was able to check the swing as well. I thought that the guy went around, but Pablo Sanchez is going to hit one into right field. I thought it was going to get down, but Tony Gwynn does make the play, and I got a pretty good jump on that one. I tagged up perfectly. I thought the ball dropped, so I pressed L1 anyway, and just so happened I pressed it at the same time as Tony Gwynn caught it. So it worked out in my favor. I was able to get a 2-0 lead there, and unable to score anything else in that inning. But Frank Thomas, I mean, he lined out, grounded out to second base. What else is new? I'm hitting one up the middle with him, as always. But now I just have to look to pitch. I brought in the gold Roberto Osuna. It's been a little bit since he's been on the team. I took the gold Nolan Ryan out from the Mets team affinity, and I put back in that Roberto Osuna just because I was able to locate with him a little bit better. And as you guys can see there, Ben Zobrist made one heck of a play and threw out Jose Bautista there. Now we have Mookie Betts making his 4th appearance up at the plate. I'm looking to get a base knock or send one deep, and that was just above the zone. I chased it, and I popped up into left field. I was looking for a pitch up, and I swung at a pitch that was above the strike zone, and sometimes that happens if you're looking for a specific pitch. Let's say inside, outside, you are going to swing. If it is a little bit off the plate, something that you got to try and work on, and it's something that I have to try and work on as well. But there I was able to get the win. Closed out the game with Goose Gossage there. He is getting the save. Willie Mays is the player of the game, so you do get some more rating points. I did take a couple L's in ranked seasons. Recently, I got into kind of a slump on Legend, but we do move back up to 931. I lost a couple points, but I stayed in the World Series the whole time. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm College Lefty, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you have a great day, and peace out.